Hello everyone, welcome to this podcast series. I am Arpita Sharma and I am your educator on this platform. And I've taken this initiative to start a podcast series covering the NCERTs of Indian polity, that is on the Pol Science of class 11th and 12th. Now, this series will be targeting the preliminary examination in the UPSC CSE exam, and I'll be trying to summarize the each and every chapters of the NCERTs class 11th and 12th Pol Science NCERT, so that in less amount of time you will be in a position to revise more. Let's get started with class 11th NCERT Indian Constitution at Work. Now, this NCERT is the NCERT that has been used time and again by UPSC for framing questions when it comes to the preliminary examination. Now, if you doubt what I am saying, you can go and check the previous year question papers. You will find the evidence right there. So, now there are total 10 questions, chapters in this NCERT. Total 10 chapters and total 220 pages. In 220 pages, 10 chapters are covered. So, we will be summarizing each and every chapter in these podcasts. The first chapter that we are starting with is the basic chapter that you should have a basic understanding of when it comes to answer writing. And the chapter is Constitution, Why and How. This is the chapter. Now, the chapter deals with why do we need a constitution. Here, we will understand the functions of the constitution. This is important not just for your prelims but also for mains. Now, when we talk about the functions of the constitution, the very basic and the very first function, you can even write it down. You can take notes. The first function of the constitution is to provide a set of basic rules. Basic rules? What kind of basic rules? Those rules that can allow for coordination amongst the different members of the society. That is the first important function of the constitution, to make sure that the different members of the society like India, they are coordinating with each other. For that we require a basic set of rules that is provided by the constitution. Now, the question that comes to my mind is that who is going to frame those basic set of rules? See, we know that a constitution is a body of fundamental principles according to which a state is constituted or governed. But what should these fundamental rules be and who should create these rules? So, the constitution has to provide an answer to this question. The question is, who will be the power or authority in the society which is going to frame these rules? And the answer is very simple. It's Parliament. Parliament gets to decide the laws and policies, na? But the next point is, if Parliament has the authority to enact laws, there must be a law that bestows this authority on the Parliament in the first place. If you are saying Parliament is going to make laws and policies, then which law will give that authority to the Parliament? So, this is the function, second function of the Constitution. The second function is to specify who has the power to make decisions in a society. It decides how the government will be constituted or formed. So, the first function was to lay down basic rules to allow minimum coordination among the members of the society. Second rule will be to give the authority to make those rules to the Parliament to decide how government is going to be constituted. Now, coming on to the third important function. Now, if the government or the Parliament has the maximum majority authority, it can become authoritarian also. So, the third function of a constitution is to set some limits on what a government can impose on its citizens. So, the fourth function basically is telling you that constitution can set limits on what a government can impose on the citizens. These limits are fundamental in the sense that government may never trespass them. So, constitution is not just setting down basic rules, not just forming the government, but also protecting the citizens. So, this was the third function. Now, the question is, if the constitution is setting limits on what a government can do, the most common way of limiting the power of government, what can it be? What can be the most common method by which constitution can limit the power of the government? That can be by specifying certain fundamental rights that a citizen has. So government will not violate them, right? So the next part of the constitution is to lay down the fundamental rights which are required for protecting the citizens, and government will never be allowed to violate them. In practice, these rights can be limited during times of national emergency. And see, constitution specifies those circumstances also under which these rights may be withdrawn. Okay. Now, we have understood so far that the Indian constitution enables the government to take positive welfare measures. And some of these welfare measures now, they are legally enforceable also. Here comes the fourth function of a constitution, that is to enable the government to fulfill the aspirations of a society and to create conditions for a just and fair society. First function was to lay down basic set of rules. Second function was to give the parliament the authority to frame those laws and also to constitute the government. Third function was to protect the rights of the citizens through the fundamental rights. And the fourth function is to make sure that government is able to fulfill the aspirations of the society, to make sure that government create conditions for a just society. These are the four basic functions of the constitution. It is said that constitution reflects both the political identity of a nation and the moral identity of a nation. And both can be reflected in these four functions of the constitution, right? So this was part 1 of chapter 1 of the NCERT class 11th, Indian Constitution at Work. Now, if you love this particular podcast, do let me know. I'll be making much more podcasts like these. This is the first initial experimental podcast that I have created for all of you. Do let me know. According to your response, I'll be making more podcasts. Thank you. Stay tuned and study hard and smart.